Do you allow us to send no tiff? No. Yesterday, I left work pretending to be sick. Today, 2 workers didn't show up, saying they caught it from me, packing liars. I heard he uses his indicator lights when he changed lanes. Me, why should I wear safety glasses? Someone, you can't hear Bob's, bro. Me. Me giving away a $300 mattress for free on Marketplace. Can you drop it off? Behold, our newest film franchise, Underworld. What is the plot? Plot? How a master's degree looks at me. Hey buddy, instead of 6-7, how about you start thinking about a night to 5? Comfort increases by 200% in corners. Disney's new CEO firing all of the artists who made Marvel successful and replacing them with AI trained on their art. Maybe I am monster. Me looking at the ungodly search history on the family iPad after my little brother had it for 5 minutes. I watch the Olympics because I love sports. Be honest. I am honest. When was the last time you watched sports event? I watch Olympics because I like seeing hot women from around the world in one place. Thank you. I told a coworker that I knew he was a C-section baby by how he avoids labor. I'm on my way to HR now. Wish me luck. Me watching the guy at McDonald's putting 1 barbecue sauce in the bag for my 20-piece nugget meal. Milk lovers when you tell them to pack an actual middle-aged woman instead of a supermodel with big bobs and the face of a 25-year-old. People, appreciate your ancestors' heritage. My ancestors' heritage. Me, breaks enemy's neck to conserve ammo. Everyone else at laser tag. I have a mental illness that makes me think that people will change their minds if I present the correct arguments with the appropriate facts and data. When you buy a cheap power bank and your phone starts charging the power bank. A company going bankrupt with stores closing nationwide. Spirit. When a girls ask me why men leave one urinal empty between each other, it's the law. Me when Darth Vader just tore my rectum out with the Force, cut off my right arm and stabbed my heart, but I managed to land a hit on his shoulder, so I died knowing the fandom will glaze me. Dentist, you need a crown. Me, finally someone who understands me. Cigarettes, but with protein in them. Okay, so great news, I can keep you alive. Bad news is you don't have insurance, so you die. When the couple that are hosting the party start fighting, how learning another useless language looks at me. If steroids are banned in weightlifting for giving unnatural advantage, then makeup should be banned in beauty contest. Think about it. The toxicity of the average fan base. The toxicity of the Pokemon fan base. If inhaling bleach powder causes short-term memory loss, imagine what inhaling bleach powder does. Being an adult, sneezes. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator? I'm done. Good night. Desert warrior. I think I forgot something. $150 million budget. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Marketing. Dental receptionists, when you don't know if you'll be free at 2 p.m. in 5 months. When I buy a bunch of nice new clothes, but now my ugly face doesn't match them. I don't understand why celebs dress like absolute aid youths for the Met Gala, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. My belly when I hear beers. When you do something really embarrassing, but you wake up and realize that it was a dream. When I realize all couples I see are fake and don't actually love each other and are made by the government rage bait me. Sakurai finding out he's making a new Smash Bros. Game from a random Twitter rumor. When you realize you're working just to pay taxes, God help me. Show me the uniform of pure evil. I said pure evil, perfection. 2 ways to look at life. 1, it's not about me. 2, it's not about me. What I imagine living with lactose intolerance in Wisconsin is like. When I download software from a pirate site and it says no virus in the file name. You son of a butch, I'm in. Me when I see another lefty out in the wild. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. When you've had your window open all day and your room is still hot as pack. Thomas had never seen such bullshit before. VPNs protect your privacy, meanwhile governments. My personal life falling apart, but I still have strong opinions on global politics. Since large language modes can only give new permutations of things it has seen, shouldn't it be called degenerative AI? 6-year-old me watching my dad take a drink of water from the back seat after learning it's illegal to drink and drive. Battle Pass skins be like, continue the 2000s. Go back to the 2000s and keep the world there. Me watching that one friend in class using my pen that I lost. Nice if W artist explains in a 6,000-word post that they are packed up in the head and that they never pursued psychiatric evaluation or saw a therapist. They're fans. Thank you. Thank you so much. When you find the secret toilet on a convention. Why does my back hurt so much? Meanwhile, me for an hour. Me at the liquor store 1 minute before open. Women with a time machine. I am your granddaughter. Really? Men with a time machine. Vincent, I need to tell you something. When your barber says, I got you, and actually delivers a whole personality. If you told me 10 years ago that this was the only memorable scene in this movie, I would have 100% believed you. They will never defeat me, for I am strong and mighty, and they are but fools to challenge me. See a new collectible store? It's all pops. How it felt when the whole class was learning the tables of 3 and 4, and you knew the tables of 10. Junk food extends your life. It just extends it less far as Whole Foods. When you hear a girl tell you, bro, aw, thanks for the flowers, you're such a great friend. I'm sorry, little one. Remember when these were cutting-edge technology and your own nostalgia makes fun of you? I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. When the game takes a while to load and you think about your life for a few seconds. How it feels when you choke on your food, then on your water, and someone asks if you're okay. You eat a chocolate chip cookie, it's an oatmeal raisin cookie. Individuals with physical deformities exist. People in 19th century. Phileas Demonaire. I would have paid to see that. When your ex said they knew a place and took you to rock bottom. Showing up to 3rd grade in a fresh pair of Heelys. When I opened my notes for the first time the night before the exam. It's never too late to start. When you want to talk in the group chat, but they are discussing a topic you don't know shit about. When he doesn't seem to understand that my thighs might be thick, my patience, however, is not. Me being sad on Disney and rides because I learned that everything is animatronic. Me trying to be cool, going stag to a school dance after being dumped by over 30 different girls. The principal, after I complain about how the school is breaking their own rules, it's treason then. Me when my friend tells me to overflow the toilet in the boys' bathroom. Good soldiers follow orders. Me when my dad comes downstairs when he hears memes at 3 a.m. Second grade, 10 times 10 equals 100. Fifth grade, Adams and Jefferson died on the same day. Memodroid, if you use 3 bottles of sanitizer, you can cull 299.97% of germs. Me when the presentation is today, not next week. Having to get A's in all classes because I'm Asian. Me. My crush didn't reject me. My crush, after she thought about it. Me in Math 7 ACC in 6th grade be like, my heart rests running when the teacher calls on me. You ready to sleep? Yeah, so be quiet. Remember that time when you put a love letter in the wrong locker? Wow, how did you get like that? Every time a girl rejects me, I do 1 push-up. Jesus Christ. Mom, did you sleep well last night? Me. Can you hand me the turn signal from the glove box? Thanks. I'm changing lanes. Me after studying for 1 second. Test I didn't study for. My 1 brain cell. Video game. Do you yield? Me after looking up how to beat the boss. I do not. Me. The school. Do not touch that. Firework goes off. Cars in a 10 miles radius. Screaming until I pass out challenge. When you're talking to someone and you hear someone do a pull in the distance. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time my locker gets stuck, I do 1 push-up. Jesus Christ. 4 stages of owning a race car. Hell yeah, it runs. Sure, I'll race. What was that noise? I hate that darn thing. Piece of shut is always breaking. When you're bench pressing your transmission under your shut box and you hear your Harbor Freight Jack Stands creak, my time has come. How I think I sing. How I actually sing. Johnny and Marissa sitting in a tree, kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage. Then comes an abrupt, tragic miscarriage. Then comes blame. Then comes despair. 2 hearts damaged beyond repair. Johnny leaves Marissa and takes the tree. Divorce. Me explaining that a pregnant horse can run faster because it has 2 horsepower. My physics teacher. And just like that, every man in the neighborhood disappeared. Friend, you're not old. Me trying the new teen makeup regimen on TikTok. How to make hamburgers without a grill 101. When she asks for something long and impressive, so you whip out. When you realize you sent that extra spicy text to the wrong group chat. You don't need a bicycle stand with teeth like that. Want to come over for ice cream? I have Ben and Jerry in the freezer. It was the pack around of times, it was the find out of times. Masturbating in a plane hijacking. Breaking. Disney recasts Ariel for the Little Mermaid reboot. So when does the toxic Avenger join the Marvel's Avengers? When you wake up in the middle of the night with the cat on your stomach. Parents, my little angel turns 13 tomorrow. I'm so happy the day your angel turns 13. I'll be very disappointed if my Uber driver doesn't look like this on Halloween. Horror movie fans, the fridge looks gross and creepy. I'll clean it in a few more days. Starting to tell a work story, I find exiting and funny. Finishing the story and finding out it wasn't exciting and funny. When you order the darkest coffee they have. Me discussing colors in horror movies. They weren't sick, they were sloppy. If I wanted to mere deer someone, I'd scare them to death. How fans who donate to millionaire celebrities look like. The ocean is thirsty. After telling people I never get road rage, driving home after work. Give it everything you've got. You look like the before pic in a Benadryl ad. Kai patiently waiting for you to reply after 3 days. You're not the brightest god in the heaves, are you? If you don't shut up, you won't be invited to the Orby. I must have missed that episode of Friends, the one where Michael Myers visits. Me wondering if my client is going to pay the invoice. Watching Thor, Love and Thunder. Whoa. I just need one Ocean's Mission to make a lot of money. Not too much to ask. When the annoying character survives a horror movie, oh no, he lives. Me at my annual employee evaluation. Aren't I an employee? Don't I deserve vacations and naps? If a movie character gets shot here, they're required to keep it to themselves for a while. Later in the movie, they must open their shirt/jacket, revealing an alarming amount of blood, followed by another character saying, "You're hurt. This is law." Me getting ready to go into the law firm when there are 10-year-olds making $10,000 per post as Instagram influencers. Pretty sure my clowns are about to lay eggs is an absolutely terrifying sentence coming from anyone other than my coworker with a saltwater home aquarium. Brief rundown of my work week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Before becoming a lawyer, after becoming a lawyer. After this, I was never asked to bring a church dessert again. Find the toenail. When your boss hears the littlest giggle, do I hear happiness in here? How you look when you wake up and the charger wasn't plugged in. When 9-year-old you is studying biology and your friend tells you to go to page 75. You need to know how to deal with your demons. Me. Map of the world drawn by Europeans in 1581. Map of the world drawn by Muslims in 1154. Adults jamming to a 90s song, What Children See. When her husband tells her that him and his best friend caught a case of the monkeypox. Teletubbies Sunshine, 1997. Teletubbies Reunion Sunshine, 2023. Me no cry because cookie is finished. Me smile because cookie happened. When there is no more coffee left, the dead will walk the earth. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend." My child asked me about the birds and the bees. Just had them listen to Reproduction from Grease 2 on repeat. Life during a heat wave. You only walked outside for 5 seconds. I missed a couple cooking classes. Now I have some catch-up to do. Until next time, Captain. There is one rule I see people following in horror movies. Maybe swearing will help. My reaction when my first customer of the day is irate. Do not pack with me. Finally, an aisle that caters to my needs. Eternal pain. Me when someone knocks or rings a doorbell in a horror movie. Oh, whoever it is, they gotta go away or they'll be culled. If Sunday and Monday were in a fight, who would win? Who? Sunday, because Monday is a weekday. Get it? Weekday. When you realize 1980 was over 40 years ago, I'm like the crypt keeper. Is it just me, or is Tom Cruise beginning to look like a middle-aged lesbian? When the expensive fireworks turns out to be a dud, where's the kaboom? Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? Slippery fun as a child, slippery fun as an adult. You forgot to file your paperwork. Office space. Facebook coming with the absolute belters yet again. Why are your feet seasoned better than the chicken? Daughter went camping today. Told her, get what you got looking for. Look for fun, you find fun. Look for trouble, you find trouble. Told her not to look for a man, yuck, in a hockey mask. What movies do dads watch on Father's Day? Most dads, Fast and Furious 6. Me, The Birdcage. Happy Father's Day to the dad of your dreams. When you find the memes you know you shouldn't share, wait till they get a load of my memes. You want a box for those leftovers, sir? No, I don't hit girls, but you can ask her. The perfect car doesn't X-say. He butched and moaned 'cause he's stuck in traffic. But I got watermelon to get me past. Mom, open your window to let some air in. Me wondering what I was breathing before. Top Gun, Maverick is a hit. That can only mean one thing. Sequels to more 80s movie hits. Harry and the Hendersons 2. Just click your heels and say, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Dorothy had many adventures before the shoes got her home. What exactly happens when I say Bloody Mary 5 times? Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Hello, ladies, care for a Bloody Mary. The police officer I think I would be. The police officer I would actually be. Me when people die in horror movies. Me when cats die in horror movies. If you don't laugh at this quote, we can't be friends. And this one time at band camp. Is it rude to throw a mint in someone's mouth while they are talking? It's like if superheroes had a clearance series. LOL, Watermelon Man, when you accidentally eat radioactive watermelon at a party. Drinking water in front of my plants so they remember who the breadwinner is, the plant. Amber Turd. We were wondering, when can we expect the payment to the Children's Hospital? Hello, I like money. Elaine, do you agree you had drinks with Mr. Depp? Dr. Curry, that is not correct. Amber Turd, later in trial. That is not correct. Me at the start of workday. Me after a full day of work. Most people. I'm glad the hot weather is back. Me. Me in the morning trying to process the intense symbolism that appeared in my dreams. 1-2, Freddy's coming for you. Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. Sorry. But my name's not Jack, it's Greg. Me. I hope gas prices aren't too high. Gas prices. Free kilt check. Oh, the ideas are coming to me. When you finish all the popcorn during the ads, so you have none to eat during the movie. When they ask who's the goodest boy, but you already know it's you. I never use turn signals. It's nobody else's business where I'm going. After listening to his owner drone on for hours, Ralph suddenly realized he was not cut out to be an emotional support dog after all. The last time I got new tires was in 2020. Good year? No, the worst. How I want to look on the self-checkout camera. How I actually look. Choose, but choose wisely. She chose poorly. Attention. Beyond this point, you may encounter nudity. Me ready if I do. The person explaining it's my house. Me trying to sneak out of party. What the boss imagines when the employee gives a million excuses. Moments when the cameraman scares campers at Camp Crystal Lake. Shout out to Shannon Doherty for unmasking Ghostface when she gets a chance. Let's see who's under the mask. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Not a cell phone in sight, just people living in the moment. When you see the goblins in Troll 2, what if this is as good as it gets? Nickelodeon confirms that SpongeBob is G. Me hears the slightest noise while home alone. Also me knows it's nothing my brain. I prefer animated movies and musicals. Nightmare Before Christmas, Little Shop of Horrors. Laundry today or naked tomorrow? I vote naked, baby. Yeah. What's the best thing horror movies taught you? You can't piss on hospitality? I won't allow it. Gonna watch Scream 2 instead of doing housework. You chose wisely. Discovering something that doesn't exist. More than 2 genders. Looks like you fingered the wrong guy again. How many guys has Sydney fingered? Critters to replace Easter Bunny and will deliver eggs to children this year. Too much grape soda will make your pop turn blue. Join me later for more weird information. When his foreplay isn't what you had in mind. When horror meets Star Trek, your distinctiveness will be added to our own. The Academy picks out Will Smith's tux for next year's Oscars. When I get to work on Monday mornings, don't nobody bring me no bad news. All I do is work and sleep, but I never have any money, and I'm always tired. When the single mom from Tinder sends a pic of her kid, that thing's brown. Maybe ordering my child's nightlight from the Necronomicon wasn't a good idea. The wheels I get on any grocery cart at the store. This is some scurry shut. This isn't scary. It's stupid. I know you better get out of my face. Just a normal day when you work downtown. Solid tiny home for sale. No low ballers. I know what I got here. $2,500. Seems like there's no more COVID and vaccines drama. I can get out of the house now. When that pesky neighbor keeps coming over to visit. Me explaining to my mom that another one of my favorite characters died and listing the reasons as to why they deserved better. My mom. What is your plan for Valentine's Day? Me, my bloody Valentine. When you wash the sock countless times and the poo just won't come out. My family scared watching horror movies. Me ready to watch any horror movie. I hope I get one heart this Valentine's Day, not literally. After going out and stabbing, you just want to come home and relax. When you want to be serious and professional at work, then you realize you're like Johnny from Airplane at work. Apparently wiki how artists have never seen a dog in real life. Oh, isn't this amazing? It's my favorite part because you'll see. Here's where she meets Prince Charming, but she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3, as good as it gets. From what I've learned, the best colors for job interviews are blue and black, ending up black and blue after the interview. When you cook one side of the steak for too long. Sue Sylvester versus Ghostface. Don't touch me, poke. That is a lawsuit, mister. I will sue your ace. When you finally have enough battery percentage to roll over on the other side of the bed. I called 36 people. What are you in for? I used chopsticks to stab my food. Task failed successfully. Error success. Me at my annual work evaluation. I don't argue, I explain. My grandma got bit by a pelican on the pier and then began to scold it. Close your mouth. Looks like you're missing a chromosome. When you've been in the Uber for 5 minutes, then get a text from the driver saying he's outside. Oh. When you tell him it wasn't aliens. When the lady from up the street catches you off guard and tells you that she really likes you, and all you can think of to say is I like cake. When you need some time alone to figure out stuff out. When you make the mistake of letting your dog watch Back to the Future with you, and now Doc Brown is hit idle. When someone asks if you watch the news, I finally found it after 15 years. The scroll of truth. NFTs are the dumbest thing to ever exist. So true. Oh, Jack, such craftsmanship. When that one employee asked too many questions at the work meeting. Your boss tells you they had to get cheaper insurance. I am your doctor. I am your dentist. Beginning of your work shift. End of your work shift. A coworker tells a story and you know it's a lie. Me. When your substitute is a nightmare. My conversation with Ghostface. What's your favorite scary movie? No, I won't tell you my favorite scary movie. The CDC now says you can drink at work if it helps you forget how short-staffed you are. When a teen calls a horror movie from the 80s and 90s as oldie, me. God after humans somehow survived 2020. Coffee. You haven't had enough until you can change a tire while driving. How much do you overthink? Me. The Queen of England after finally obtaining Betty White's life force. Unlimited power. Bad idea. Play hide and seek with your boss at work. Gym owners in the next few days. We know the teenage kids will never find it in here. How it started, how it's going. Me trying to guess my Christmas present early, it's a bomb. Step out of your comfort zone. They say to dress for the job you want and not the job you have. Now I'm in HR explaining why I have a martini at work. Morticia? Ho! 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 Gomez, you haven't called me that in years. Have you ever wondered if an elephant could do this? Whether you like it or not, here's the answer. What is that? All I want for Christmas is you. You keep it away. Snowman horror. There are body parts falling down on us everywhere. It's the apocalypse. If Scream was a Christmas movie, why are you guys doing this? The not lit kids have more fun. Sydney. Ho, 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 Sid. When I get to work and they have no coffee, you're out of coffee. Parents after sitting through their child's whole school program, well, I could use a drink. Catching up on work emails after being gone for a day. Hate, 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 double hate, loathe entirely. Me, respecting the quarantine as much as possible. Everyone on Instagram. Superman, flies. Wonder Woman, flies. Flash, already there. Batman, my dad told me you're spying on us. He's not your dad. When there was a huge fight in the group chat, but you were asleep. When someone is crying and you don't know what to do. You want water? You are having a PvP match and you're versing a pro with only an iron sword. Panic. You see a guy with only a stone sword. Calm. You realize it's a netherite sword. Panic. Girls are gossiping. Panic. They are smiling and looking at me. Calm. They are smiling and looking at me. Panic. 0.5 seconds after I'm home alone, my PP me. Okay, it's party time, Woody. Know the difference. Pig, step, step, pig. Goalkeeper's balls get photoshopped into cats. This is so natural, like I didn't question it. Gordon Ramsay has a TikTok account. He roasts people who make stupid food hacks on it. Girls in chemistry lab, boys in chemistry lab. Kid, Dad, why was I named Oak? Dad, because when we took you out of the hospital, a oak leaf hit you on the head. Second kid, autistic screaming. Dad, shut up, Brick. White people. Our ancestors did some horrible things. Not mine. I'm German. Plan B doing its job after a wild night. It's finally autumn. You see a crippled leaf. It crunches. When you chewing gum and you randomly bite your cheek. How I feel after I skip dessert. Me. I need more hour at work. Boys. Y'all can leave early if you have WA. Me. When you and her childhood bestie took different paths in life, but you still have a strong bond with them whenever you reunite. When you tell your friend a funny moment from a long time ago, but they don't remember. Her pants while she tells you the booty is red. I get nothing. You get learn to paint, motivation, courage, happiness, inspiration. I get personal data. You get nothing. How I feel when I open a jar. Teacher, school helps you become successful in life. Teacher, now who can find why wolves eat rabbits? Me. When you real sad try not to cry, and then the moment someone asks, is everything okay? Reporter, how do you feel about the political turmoil in America right now? Bambi, where's my mom? How I see myself in the mirror. How I really look like. Feminists, when they find out their heart has a bundle of his and not a bundle of hers. Someone said, when a short person waves at you, it's called microwave. Me after walking up a set of stairs. Brother, gets up and goes into the kitchen to get a drink. Me, hey, get me a drink while you're in there. Brother, no. 35-year-old after scamming kids and taking their Fortnite accounts. I'm low-key sadistic. Me, actually talk to a girl, curl into a ball and roll away. When you pause the music, but keep the headphones on so you can eavesdrop. My anxiety, literally nothing. Wash your hands like you're washing Jason Momoa. Who the F washes their hands with their tongue? 6 hours of online class. 6 hours of video games. I thought opening a door for a lady was the polite thing to do, but she just screamed and flew out of the plane. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. I'm going to try and stop saying the word fog goat on stream, as apparently you can get banned for it now. I want everyone to know I don't mean it as a hateful term when I say it. I grew up with that word as a form of saying stupid. It was one of my fab words and it got me through a lot. Nigel, the loneliest bird in the world, has been found dead next to the fake bird he tried to woo for years. The world didn't deserve you, King. Me, finishes the African kids. My vegetables. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Math teachers, when they can no longer use the old reliable, you won't always have a calculator in your pocket response. Rich people's advice when the poor face any financial crisis. The poor guy. My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Kids on February 14th. Men on February 14th, legends on February 14th, me on February 14th. Hey, you asleep yet? Yes. Now leave me alone. Are Medusa's leg hairs snakes as well? Did you ever notice that when you blow in a dog's face, he gets mad at you? But when you take him in a car, he sticks his head out the window. Any plans for Valentine's Day? Me, microwave cooking for one. When people ask me to describe my personality, I am filled with hate, but in a cute way. These always made a nice sound when you hit your sibling with them. My dream. What I remember from my dream. Me explaining to a fourth grader that there are numbers that are below zero and never end. The fourth grader. Say psych right now. Yeah, no, wow, this is your room? So cool. The snow died from cold. Dad? Why the pack? You crying so damn loud. Did I make your childhood memories fun? How to travel through time. Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening. I love you, but I am 3 years older than you. Whatever, I don't care, but my parents will not agree. If love is true, everyone will agree. You really love me so much, more than my wife. Wait, what? Nobody knew them when they had hair on their head. Crackheads at the gas station when you tell them you don't have $1 and they don't believe you. When you are looking for a soulmate and they suggest Match.com instead of Ancestry.com, breathes in. What in tarnation. In 2018, 2 conjoined twin sisters were born attached at the stomach, and doctors said they likely wouldn't survive unless they were separated. The parents couldn't afford to pay for the surgery, so the surgeons took a selfie and left. When random people on the internet give more mental health support than your friends or family, see on a report card. High schoolers, middle schoolers, college. Hard to swallow pills. You have to actually make cognitive and behavioral changes in your life in order to improve yourself instead of just sheet posting about mental on your social media. Please eat a disabled person. I don't want any damn vegetables. When you come home tripping, Disney princess sings in a jungle. Every animal within the earshot. It's dark green. They vented right in front of me. My mom made pizza rolls if anyone wants some. I love democracy. How it feels when you sick as F and that one nostril clears up for a minute. Try it. It's not that spicy. Me emerging from my room to go talk to my family after having a depression nap that lasted 13 hours. Me waking up from a 20-minute nap not knowing what year it is. How to draw an invisible man. You know, I'm something of a painter myself. Someone made up dinosaur noises without ever hearing them. My butthole hearing me rattle off my Taco Bell order in the drive-thru. Some woman on my train just said, "Yum, I smell a chocolate orange." And her mate turns to her and said, "No, Laura, you fat cow, it's an actual orange." Nearly spat my coffee everywhere. Me, I'm gonna sleep early tonight. Me at 3 a.m., the sun is the moon with proof. Let's watch this video of fireworks I took last year. Said no one ever. 31st night expectation. Reality. Me, I'm gonna sleep early tonight. Me at 3 a.m., how to hack the Pentagon with a calculator. When you throw the whole pizza roll in your mouth. Mannequin. Mannequin Pro Max. I can't believe boss forgot my birthday. I thought he was my friend. Ooh-hoo. You, how did you get past my security? You let your guard down. When someone with bad breath starts a conversation and it hits your soul. When you buy something online and it doesn't fit as well as shown in the pic. Amazon, your package is out for delivery. Me, package. 7 billion years from now, the sun has finally exploded. Queen Elizabeth, the only remainder of Earth, is floating in outer space, hoping to find another immortal creature for company. Gunshot Fortnite players. Slav who lived in communist era explaining how bad it was. Tankies about to cite that Reddit comment they found with 2 gold awards. Do y'all wash your spoons in defense or attack mode? My dog barking at the wall for no reason. Me, my mom. I grab my keys. My dog. Where we going, bruh? Weird flex, but okay. Preposterous boast, but alas, strange flaunt, however, very well. When someone has 420 or 69 in their username, cool guy zone, keep out. The two moods I put my girl in. There's three, actually. Second graders when they stand behind the seeker in hide and seek. I'm the invisible man. When a girl is attracted to someone, she speaks in a higher pitch. Girls talking to me. When you sit down in the salon chair in your plastic cape after a shampoo, and you wonder if you always been this ugly. When you're chewing mint gum and take a drink of water. That moment when the player kills you with wooden sword. Christmas trees are just a way of flexing off homemade ornaments. Change my mind. When women cheat on men. When men cheat on women. When you know it's cold but you go outside and it's cold for real. Trying to figure out which of my memes I'm about to post are reposts before I post them. Just posting and waiting for people to tell me it's a repost. Fifth graders kids in the 2000s. I can touch the top of the doorway. Beat that. Fifth grade kids now. Mom, Timmy called me a simp. Admit that you're wrong or draw 25. My mom. Me. Eavesdropping on the teachers when they are in the doorway. One of them looks at me. You see her on the train. What would your pick-up line be? Not sure if I just DDT'd my girlfriend or Danny DeVito/Penguin. How am I supposed to lose weight when the best part about life is food? Hits blunts. Describe a color without using the name of the color. Remember Ice Cube? This is him now. Feel old yet? That face you make when you pour a bowl of cereal, then find out y'all out of milk. Unboxing an original COVID-19. Doubt. Me when I hear cave sounds in Minecraft. Me. May I please use the bathroom? Teacher. Why didn't you go at lunch? The bathroom during lunch. My mom when I opened up a bag of candy in the back seat of the car. Teens, 60 BC. I have returned from gladiator training and ready for my arranged marriage. Teens, now, Mom, Timmy called me a simp. The boys in the classroom when the fifth grade teacher asked for help to carry stuff. Ha 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 ha, look at that weirdo with his pet rock. What a loser. Down, boy. Bad rock. You are CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote people accordingly. When you wake up to 0 missed calls, 0 good morning texts, and 0 nudes, but your meme page is poppin'. Me. Home alone. I'll be fine. Here's noise. Me. Who's there? Have a belt, and I'm not afraid to hang myself. Anti-vaxxers are now refusing to vaccinate their dogs. That's it. You just lost your brain privileges. Dad saying the turkey is in the fridge. Mom saying it is already in the oven. Me who knows turkey is northeast of Africa. Does anyone know what kind of dog this is? When your mom lets you push the shopping cart, drift. My brain, do it. Me. Why? My brain, just do it. Me. Okay. TV was invented in 1928. People before 1928. Watching window TV. How much scarier would a frog be if it ran instead of hopped? Just hear plat, 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 plat coming towards you. And you look down and it's a frog going at full speed. Spending $1 for a slice of cheese on a burger. Spending $500 on a PS5. Go on, do it. Pull the trigger, Beach. I dare you. Sir, this is an ID scanner. Yeah, that's right. I knew you didn't have it in you. Packing pushy. Who broke into the bar and stole our limbo stick? Seriously. How low can you go? The robber. When you open the chat and see them typing. When you're at a family gathering and your cousin, who's the only relative the same age as you, doesn't show up. How I pictured adulthood. Freedom. How adulthood really is. Why is sleeping 13 hours a day bad? Leaving your best friend's house in the morning be like, what is wrong with that cat though? Making my way downtown. Looks at my phone to see what time it is. Puts the phone away. Me. So what time it is? My brain. Good question. All my friends are in relationships like this, and I'm like, I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Mom. The dentist isn't so bad. The kid in the other room. 8-year-old me waiting to see if my friend can come out and play. When you get carried away pulling off that little piece of skin off your finger, when you forget to lock the bathroom door and you see the knob turning, finding a good song by someone you've never heard before, realizing none of their other songs are like that song. Me, Di's family, heaven gained another angel today. Me in hell watching Hitler hit the woe. Humans born in a hospital. Bears, born in the safety and warmth of a den. Sea turtles, 0.1 seconds after they hatch, run beach. When you move out of your parents' house, how to breathe. When you wake up to 0 missed calls, 0 good morning texts, and 0 DMS, but that meme you posted is getting some laughs. Am I exhausted? Yes. Will I go to bed earlier? No. Me, I'm gonna sleep early tonight. Me at 3 a.m. pen cap review. No matter how bad your day was, I doubt it was worse than this. Deep fried hard-boiled eggs. I farted just looking at them. Pro tip, if you're tired of boiling water when you make pasta, just boil a few gallons at the beginning of the week and freeze it for later. Daddy, why is that book so thick? It's a long story. The birthday cake I want for my birthday. Mom, are you high? Me? Me choking on my own saliva for no reason in my room. My girlfriend. Will you show me your friends? Me. My imaginary friend review. When you ask out your crush and she says yes, you will? Kid falls and cries. Me. My mom when I go 1 mile per hour over the speed limit. When the kid with a nut allergy starts roasting you so you come on him. Ain't no one going to tango with the Rango. When you recording a fight and you hear knock his ass out too. Apple employees, when you ask anything other than what phone it is, what does this say about my mental health? Croc with a Glock. I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish. English teachers. English teachers. My concerned friend. Food won't fill that void in your heart. Me, a person of science. Her. Why is there a mark at 3 3/4 inches on this ruler? Me. Did you know that there's someone who skips all their online classes every day? Well, of course I know him. He's me. Kids will tap you on your shoulder at 3 a.m. like I frowned up. How old are you? IDK between 5 and 50. Send a pic right now. Me and my BFF at 80. You look nice. Who dressed you, the Great Depression? You look lovely, Helen. I'm so sorry I couldn't attend your funeral last year. Therapist. Why do you have such a hard time making friends? Me. When someone smiles at me, all I see is a chimpanzee begging for its life. The guy in the blues reaction to this proposal is everything. Jessica Biel will not name her child Batmobile. Top 10. worst mistakes in history. When you bet your grandson he can't hold a pillow over grandma's face for more than 2 minutes. My little niece asked me, why is his body so little? Now I can never unsee it. When someone enters your room, switches on the light, and leaves without switching it off. The judge pointing out how I wrote the same sentence 11 times to complete the 300-word limit in the essay competition. And people wonder why our generation grew up sarcastic. Ernie, how do I look? With your eyes, Bert. When your friend with glasses takes his glasses off, it's got a wooden frame, wooden engine, wooden wheels, and a wooden gas tank. Did he write it? No. Wouldn't start. When you accidentally swear in front of your mom. When you show somebody a picture on your phone and they start scrolling. What Legos do when we aren't looking. When you tap your pocket and you can't feel your phone. What it feels like when you try to punch in your dream. Me using the internet to understand what the foreign guy told me in comments. The special intelligence officer monitoring me, seeing me type "go sack a deck" in his native language. Deadpool, killing a baby to prevent World War II. Cleaning the baby's doo-doo. Why do you have to act quickly during a flood? Because it's an emergency. When you are punishing your daughter, 'cause she got a D in school and she screams harder, "Daddy." When you wake up in the middle of the night to noises of some girl crying in your bathroom, but you have been single as Pac all your life. Me rolls eyes at mom. Mom, maybe if you keep rolling your eyes, you will find a brain somewhere. Brother. BF, babe send some nudes. GF, I'm home alone. Why don't you come home and see live? BF, on my way. FBI and Mark Zuckerberg. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. What are those? My retrograde plugins? When you smash in the coworker and then remember it's a family business. Did you get my nudes? I wanted pictures of Spider-Man. Me, 2 minutes away from winning the game and reaching a new rank. Blue screen of death. I'm about to end this man's whole career. My YouTube search history be like, how to increase FPS, how to reduce RAM usage, how to make games load faster, how to optimize Windows 10, how to reduce lag, extreme gamers with $1,000 setup. I'm sorry, is this some sort of toaster joke that I'm too high-end to understand? Every noob in the history of gaming be like, play with bots for a while to learn the game's mechanics and characters. Jump right in and ruin the game for everyone. Me and the boys, preparing to play together, online. Me and the boys, realizing there is a girl on our team. I told my teenage niece to go get me a newspaper. She laughed at me and said, "Oh, uncle, you are so old. Just use my phone." So I slammed her phone against the wall to kill a spider. Modern problems require modern solutions. Science. Every person needs 8 hours of sleep to be healthy and productive. Caffeine-addicted college students. When you're home alone and the song hits right in the feels. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. If a half-black, half-white person has a child another half-black, half-white person is the kid full black, full white, or even more mixed. I don't need sleep. I need answers. My dumb, as used to try to look under the TV to see his face. Nah, my dumb buzz just thought my TV wasn't big enough. In reality, plants are actual farming us by giving us oxygen daily until we all eventually decompose so they can consume us. If we only keep one thing from this pandemic, I hope it's priests with water pistols. When you tell your boyfriend a joke and the girl under his bed starts laughing too. You found a corn star that looks like your crush. It's actually her. It's actually her. Me. Oh man, it's pretty hot in here. Emma, turn the fan off. Everyone else in the helicopter, don't. Relationship goals, we can all agree. When it's only been 48 hours and you've eaten your entire coronavirus stockpile. When you see photos of yourself from 5 years ago, oh honey, no, what were you thinking? Me watching movies with subtitles. When you're racing your sibling to the car for the front seat and your mom hasn't unlocked the door yet. Let me in. Let me in. When you're going 90 miles per hour in a school zone and the preschoolers are crossing the street. This is where the fun begins. Quote of the day. Don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. When you try myth for the first time, bug walks into my room, me. I diagnose you with dead. How are women this 2020? How are the men this 2020? That's another one for apocalypse bingo. Airport, exits, coronavirus. Patient. You know the rules and so do I. Me. Peacefully relaxing at home by myself. My mom who walks in the door being loud, hello. When it's payday and you're just sitting there thinking, how the hell do I always have more bills than money? Notice, please only flush toilet paper and seat liners. What should I do with the poop? In the corner, like everyone else. Whoever said being a cop is stressful, I'm 39 and I feel great. When you at your ex funeral and they allow you to speak, your first words are, ain't God good. Me, after failing an exam the first time and try to pass it again the second time. The teacher. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you back to me? When you turn 100 and you can't play with Legos anymore. Me. Yo, pass the aux cord. Friend. You better not play trash. Me. To the person who broke into my house last night. I hope you like the dog. Dude received death threats from Italy over photos of kiwi pizza. You mamad your last Mika. When you're trying to be a ray of sunshine, but people keep testing you. If you're bored on Valentine's Day, just go up to random couples in restaurants and yell, who the hell is she? Me entering the nether. Gassed. When you try to take a screenshot, but the volume bar shows up in it. Looking back, my life has been nothing but failures. Corn star, turns 18. Corn industry, milk. Praying is not the only thing I do while kneeling down. Atheist, perhaps I treated you too harshly. My parents, don't judge something if you've never tried it. Me, tries heroin and gets addicted. My parents, when you try to go out and chill with new people, but you realize 20 minutes in, you should have stayed home. When the drags, nobody know, I did start kicking in mid-conversation. When the quit kid shouts, I'm done with being made fun of all the time. Chuckles, I'm in danger. I'm Frankenstein's monster. You don't seem like a monster. I remind teachers about projects that were to do that day. Me, sending a deck pic to my crush. Everyone else in the group chat. Teacher, we have a new student. He's from China. Girls, OMG, I hope he's cute. Boys, when you pretend that your bracelet is a brass knuckle, boxer. 68 traffic deaths this year. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Me, eats a taco for free cause I work at Taco Bell. Customer who ordered the taco. What if Aladdin always looked like that? What if? When you in the shower and the lights flicker. Japan. Bombs Pearl Harbor. USA. Executive Order 9066. 6-year-old me when I do 3 push-up. Biddy builder. Me. 2020 is going to be my year. Me, halfway through January. Man who thought he'd lost all hope. Loses last additional bit of hope he didn't even know he still had. Teats are teats. Girls when they see small decks. How squads approach girls in the club. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Today's kid. When I was a kid, people that walk fast are reported to be less happy. I'm fast as Pac Boy. Facts. Saying kill yourself won't make anyone kill themselves. They'll just laugh. When you can't afford bus fare, but you gotta get to bingo. I'm the best. I've been to space. My 13th movie is already planned. Sniffles. Something to consider. Ruin Halloween with chocolate-covered Brussels sprouts. That's so evil.